What's up, guys? My name is William Rivera. So I've been in the coaching space since 2018. Shout out to Neo. He's not in the room anymore, but when I met Neo, it was like 2020. I was making about $30,000 a month, doing everything myself, like editing my own videos, fulfilling everything for the program myself. And he's actually the one that taught me about webinars. We went from zero to 300K a month to then $2 million a month with a lot of the things that he was talking about on stage, like right before me. So I'm not going to get into like how to do the challenge or how to do the webinars, because if you just listen to what he just said, then you're going to make money. I'm going to get into the more like funnel mechanics of it all. So first, I'm going to go over how I made my first $10 million in coaching. I've made about $40 million just selling a straight Amazon course, which I think is like one of the most saturated niches in the whole info space, teaching people how to make money on Amazon. And I feel like this funnel right here is the easiest way to go from zero to $10 million plus per year. And so how many people in here are doing like over $1 million a month already? Just raise your hand. And how many of you guys are doing it automated? Just keep your hand up. All right, cool. So this is going to be good.
Wait, was that zero?
Yeah.
Hey, 15 million a month and zero automated.
Cool. So this is the funnel that got me to about $1 million a month, all automated. In the beginning, I was doing the webinar live, kind of like Eddie said. You have to do these. I probably did 100 live webinars before I switched to automated, because you have to perfect it. You have to perfect how you're going to actually teach whatever it is that you're teaching. And then once you have one with a solid conversion rate, that's when you would go to automate it. But the funnel is very simple. We have a opt-in page, so webinar opt-in. And I'll put like what you should shoot for as far as metrics. So on this, anything above 20% is good. So we run paid ads to the webinar opt-in. And then as soon as they opt in, instead of going straight to a thank you page, we take them to a bridge sale page. There's a $27 offer right here. Now, as you guys know, like the typical show rate on a webinar is usually like 20%. Anything above 20% is pretty good, especially if you're spending a lot of money on cold traffic. So knowing that, I was like, okay, so already off the top, 80% of people that I paid to get to register for this webinar aren't going to show up. So what I did is I made this, instead of making it a mini course, which most people do, they make this like some type of low ticket product to liquidate ad spend. I made this basically a paid VSL. So they're paying $27, but I'm sending them a login to Kajabi, and it's just like my VSL. So, but now I know for a fact that they're going to watch it. So they watch this. Now these 80% of people that aren't going to show up to the webinar anyways, they watch this VSL because they paid for it, right? People that pay attention. And they start booking calls with my sales team, and we're closing people before the webinar even starts. So this right here made us a lot of money. So we had basically a paid VSL right here. Then we have the thank you page. And on the thank you page, we send them to a free Facebook group. And in this free Facebook group, we use it for a lot of things, such as like show rate every single day on top of sending emails, text messages. We're reminding them that the webinar is coming up in the Facebook group. And I also use this during the pitch of the actual webinar, which I'll get into. So on the webinar day, which we do this every single day at 8 p.m. It's automated. So it's not a just-in-time webinar. It's at a set time every single day. I think that makes it a little bit more realistic, right? Because if someone clicks on the funnel and they can join in 10 minutes, they obviously know it's automated. But this one, again, it's at 8 p.m. Eastern every single day, and we use Zoom Simulive. I think in the industry right now, everybody has been on a webinar jam, automated webinar, or they've been on GoToWebinar, all of these platforms. But not that many people know that you can play a recording on Zoom, right? So the way this works is they get a Zoom link at 8 p.m. via email and SMS, and they join the Zoom meeting. It looks like a regular Zoom meeting, but it plays a recording, and everybody thinks it's live. Like, we don't really get any comments from people thinking that it's a recording. So on the actual webinar day, when I drop the offer, so I drop the link to the sales page. It drops at 9:07 p.m. every single day, and it's a $14.97 offer. So this is $14.97 right here. And as I drop that link in the webinar and I'm having people buy, I tell them, hey, if you just bought, first thing that I want you to do is I want you to post in this Facebook group and let everyone know that you just bought. This Facebook group has like 80,000 people in it, by the way. So it's just because of this flow right here. And I actually got this play from Dan Henry. So as people are buying, I'm like, yo, go post in the Facebook group that you just joined, and my team will add you to our private group. And what this does is this 80% group right here, they're getting a bunch of push notifications from Facebook that people are posting in this group right here. And it creates FOMO. So we see a spike during the pitch. And people, they'll just do what the majority of people are doing. So they see people buying, and without even watching the webinar, they'll just start buying the shit at the end. So like this is a crazy play that I got from you like a while ago. As soon as everyone buys the offer on the webinar, they go to a thank you page where it's pretty much a video of me saying, hey, congratulations for enrolling into Ecom Degree University. First thing that I want you to do is book your welcome call with my team. Obviously, the welcome call is really just a sales call. So they go to that call, and then we sell a 5K offer. And pretty much everyone books a call. Like Eddie said, it's like 80%. The ones that don't, we follow up with them and get them to book a call. But everybody pretty much books a call because it's like their onboarding call. And on that onboarding call, we sell them a 5K program. And this flow right here got us to over $1 million a month. Then it started to break once we started spending like over $20,000 a day. We stopped being profitable on the actual $14.97 offer here. So all of our money was coming from the back end, which was, it was cool. We were making like a couple $100,000 profit every single month. But I realized the principle and info that the higher your watch time, so yeah, the higher your watch time, the higher everything else is. So like if you have high watch time from your leads, whether they're consuming content on Instagram, YouTube, etc., the more they'll pay you. So, the more you can sell shit for, and the higher the actual conversion rate of whatever it is that you're selling. So I was like, okay, how can I get more watch time out of these people than what I'm getting right now on this webinar? And keep in mind, like, I'm the laziest person ever when it comes to business. Like, I like having fun. I like playing basketball. I like going to the gym. I don't like doing webinars. Like, I don't do anything live anymore. That's why everything's automated. So I was like, what's the laziest way that I can make more money and have all these principles pretty much applied? And I knew that I had to do a challenge, but having to do like a live challenge every month or every quarter, I was like, I'm not going to do that. So what I did is I pretty much did one live challenge. And I knew that if I could get them there for 5 days, I could sell 5K right on the spot. All of that money would go to me. I wouldn't have to dish it out to closers. And it would be able to scale past 20K a day in spend. And that's exactly what I did. And I'll show you exactly what the challenge funnel looks like. It's all automated. I don't really see too many people doing this. And we were able to scale that challenge funnel up to $2 million a month in revenue at a pretty good ROAS, around like a 2.5. And these principles matter so much too, just in general for you guys to know. Like this right here is the reason why you see people on Instagram that have millions of followers, yet someone on YouTube that has like 20K subscribers makes more money than them. And it's because the YouTuber has higher watch time from their leads, which means they're able to charge more and make more money, and their close rates are higher. And that's why the challenge works too, because of these same principles right here. So now the way that we're doing the automated challenge is we sell tickets. So we still run the daily webinar, exactly how I showed it to you in the previous couple pages. So we have a webinar that runs every single day at 8 p.m. Eastern time. But on that webinar, now we are selling tickets. So on this webinar, we're selling 3 types of tickets. We have a GA that's $47, and that's just like regular access to the challenge. Then we have a VIP that's about $150. The VIP allows you to pretty much get into, we do this 30-minute Q&A before each day of the challenge. The VIP allows you to be a fly on the wall, meaning you're not able to ask questions, but you can be in the Q&A room and hear everybody else ask questions. And then we have a platinum, and the platinum allows you to, the platinum is $297. The platinum allows you to attend that 30-minute Q&A before the actual main session of the challenge and the platinum people can actually ask questions. Now, the reason why this funnel works is because platinum is always sold out. So now you don't run into the issue of people buying like platinum and then realizing that they're not able to get their questions answered because it's automated. So as soon as they go to the sales page, they only see GA and VIP. Platinum is not an option. Like they see it, but it's sold out. So basically they know they have to be a fly on the wall. And if Will doesn't answer my question, it's because I don't have a platinum VIP ticket. I don't have a platinum VIP ticket, so they're not questioning anything. So now on this 5-day challenge, it's pretty much exactly like how Neo runs it. Not as good as he does it. I know he goes crazy on his, but the challenge is like day 1 is mindset. Day 2 is pretty much a lot of like value content. And then day 3 is an application day. So pretty much on day 3, I'm like, hey, look, guys, I've been getting a lot of DMs, a lot of emails from people saying like they don't want this to end. And they've been seeing testimonials every single day on the challenge too from people that are in the program. And so they've been getting like teased that there is a program out there. I don't really talk too much about it when I'm doing the challenge. And I tell them, look, we do have a program where we work closely with the people in it to implement everything that we're teaching you guys. And if you would like to potentially be able to join that program, here's an application. So on day 3, they fill out an application to like qualify for the program. And then on day 4, which is the pitch day, I give them a bunch of more value. We also have, like, just like Neil said, a business funding guy come in to get everyone like business funding, business credit, all that. And then right before I get into the pitch, I'm like, hey guys, look, I want all of you guys to go ahead and check your email right now. My team just went through all the applications. And if you just got approved, then I'm about to share with you guys what you're able to get. So at that very exact moment, we have an automation that just sends everyone an email and it's like approved subject line. So everyone's hyped. Everyone's in the comments like, yo, I just got approved. And then, and then we do the pitch and then it just murders it. So it's like 15% conversion rate. And I forgot to mention this too, this is key. So this webinar right here isn't the only way that we sell tickets. We also have just a regular order form and people are able to buy the $47 and $150 ticket. And we've pulled the data from both the Webby and the order form. And I was trying to like really just narrow it down on one because I didn't want to have 2 funnels that are selling tickets, but we pulled the data and it's like 50-50. Like we're getting high ticket buyers from this webinar and we're getting high ticket buyers from the order form. So we just keep both of them on. And the challenge starts. So these funnels run every single day, 24/7. So let's say and the challenge starts every Monday. So if someone buys a ticket on Tuesday, they're gonna start the challenge on next week, Monday. If they buy it on Friday, they're gonna start next week on Monday. So this challenge is happening every single Monday. And every Thursday, I just get like crazy deposits, crazy sales coming, because every Thursday is pitch day. And that's how like the automated challenge pretty much works. And it's crazy because, instead of doing one challenge a month or one challenge a quarter, if you just reframe how you think, you can do one challenge a week. And if you're able to do one challenge a week, then obviously you're going to make more money, right? So, and it's the salespeople will love you because my salespeople, they literally have calls from Thursday to Sunday, and they're off pretty much the rest of the week because of the way that this funnel is designed. And yeah, so this same concept, we're implementing it now for Alexis, but right now she's actually she's implementing the first funnel that I showed you guys. And she teaches women how to get into sales. And with this funnel right here, she's doing about $500,000 a month. And I think this is the easiest funnel for anyone to implement to get to that $10 million a year range. And then the challenge one is a little bit more complicated, a little bit more advanced, but eventually this will break at a certain scale, which is why I had to evolve into the challenge funnel. But because I'm able to have these people in that challenge and spend more time with me, Now I'm able to pitch 5K direct without having to pitch them a lower ticket offer and then get on the phone with my sales team. So I'm able to keep more of the money and just be more profitable.
What does your sales team sell?
So after they buy so on the challenge, they put 997 down or they piff for 5K. We have a bonus if they piff for 5K, but most people, they just put 997 down. So then they talk to my sales team and my sales team collects the rest, whether they have to do it with BNPL or sometimes people just have a couple questions and then we collect the 5K. But then we also send them to a 10K program that we have.
What's the offer?
It's how to make money on Amazon. Yeah.
Well, what's the 5K?
It's how to make money on Amazon with more coaching. Yeah. 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 And the way that I structured the company too is like, I'm completely removed from it. So we have a staff of 5 coaches. They host 3 coaching calls per week. And in the 10K offer, we pretty much just place a VA that we trained on how to find products in their business. And we teach them how to like use the VA, how to run the business, but everything, I'm not involved in the business whatsoever other than I'm the face that does the webinars and the challenges. So it's all hands off, all automated. And every single one of you guys, like if you're doing a live webinar or a live challenge and it's not automated because you have a limiting belief that your conversion rate will go down, you just have to realize that that truly is a limiting belief because our conversion rate stayed exactly the same. If anything, it went higher. Like it got higher because we were able to optimize more. Like this whole challenge that we have now is completely custom where like day 1 is my best day 1 that I ever did. And then day 2 is like a day 2 from a different challenge as well. Like everything's optimized fully to where like all the metrics are as best as they can be now. But yeah, that's pretty much just it. That's all I had for you guys. If you guys have any questions for me, you can go ahead. The only difference is when I do it live, I actually sell the platinum tickets and I'll let them ask questions and I'll be there to answer the questions. But that is the only difference. Like Evergreen is exactly the same. What's up?
Hey, if I'm not mistaken, you said you run a webinar to the challenge. I was wondering, how do you structure the timing? Because you do weekly challenges. How do you, like, when do you host the webinar, and do you have them run like every single weekly challenge?
Yeah, so the webinar happens every single day at 8 p.m. And then the challenge starts on Monday every single week. And it goes from Monday to Saturday.
Okay, and for the challenge, is the webinar your only client acquisition channel, or do you also run ads?
So we run ads to the webinar that happens every single day, but we also run ads to an order form where they can just buy the ticket right there on the order form. Yeah.
How long is the fulfillment?
So this is a 3-month program. Yeah, the 5K is a 3-month program.
And then you guys have the coaches, the mentors. You said 3 calls a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then modules and lessons.
Yeah. So it's comes with a curriculum, but most people buy it for the coaching, and then we just outsource that to like previous students that were successful, and we hired them full time, and they facilitate everything. What's up?
Do you also run it for warm traffic as well, or is it purely cold?
It's purely cold.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't post any content like on my page. Like if you go to my Instagram, like nothing on my Instagram talks about Amazon really. Yeah. Show rate? I don't have the exact numbers, but there's definitely a drop off every single day. Yeah, I would say like 10% drop off every single day for sure.
What are you spending on traffic a month?
On this funnel, on the challenge funnel, we're spending like $300,000 to $400,000 a month.
What's the return on?
And we're doing over $1 million a month. Yeah. I have a Google Doc with like the exact numbers and every funnel step and the link to every funnel step. I'll probably send it to Eddie and then he can send it to you guys if you want to look through that. Cool. Well, appreciate you guys for having me. Appreciate it, Eddie.